Good evening, RatRodBikes. As that old saying goes, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. And that happens to be right here at the back 40. This is the handlebar, and it's open for business. The Bent Paddle Brewing Company in Minnesota has this black ale. And I figured it was appropriate since I was dissolving rust off of parts, and it looked very much that same color. Anyway, these are all themed, bicycle themed, some of them are. Here's the Point Trail Ale, the Park Tool glass, stainless glass, Grain Belt, which was my first build-off bike, which I sold last summer. The Grain Belt beer delivery bike. Here's the Red Rambler from Iowa and Door County, Wisconsin, little sister. Weitbier. All right, enough of that. So we're doing a little detail work here in the back 40. It was a rainy, crappy day, if you recall earlier. What did we do? We waited 5 minutes. All right. So this thing is still, I'm just thrilled with it. Just thrilled with it. And I thought it's time to do some detail work. Yesterday, when I was on my, or whatever day that was, when I was on my test ride, I put on these pedals because they actually spin. The other ones were locked up, the originals. These are small. These are like small, like they came off a woman's 3-speed or something, or a kid's bike. I have wide feet. And what also happens is this ridge where it closes the bearings and such, this end cap from both ends, that's where my foot rests. Not on the rubber blocks, but rather on the metal part. So what I did was my very first ever disassembly of a 100-ish-year-old pedal system. And took all the stuff. They're not shiny, but I think they got clean enough that I can add in some grease and sand them up a little bit, make them work. I don't want them to look new. Managed to save all the tiny ball bearings. And I used a mixture of muriatic acid, which is fairly strong cleaner on its own. But what I did is in this can, I poured in about an inch of that. And then I sprayed the top of the muriatic acid mixture with the vinegar and water mix. And that starts a chemical reaction, which is evidenced by the yellowing of the towel. So you wear rubber gloves when you do this, and I've got the door open here, right here at the back 40, so there's a lot of fresh air coming through. But anyway, I have this all cleaned now, and I will re-grease and when I do the assembly. But 2 of the blocks, here's the color of the other pedal that I haven't done yet. Just Kona brown or espresso brown, just solid rust. And the pedal blocks on that pedal were split in half. This one's got a split end, but the other ones are broken right in half. Again, the dimension of these is not enough so that my foot actually sits on the rubber pedal. So what I'm thinking about doing is making my own blocks. Not exactly sure how I'm going to do that yet. By the way, when I was extracting everything out of the mixture, I used this super fine needle nose pliers, which work great for everything other than the little ball bearings. So for that, I got this cool set It's actually Wera brand. I got it in a advent calendar this year from my boss at the bike shop, and one of the pieces it has is a magnet. So I use this magnet to extract the ball bearings from the mixture. Worked great. And then this is another whole nother deal here. Some more pieces to use and driver ends and stuff like that. Kind of cool. Anyway, so that's what's going on here in the back 40. I'm going to make this fairly brief. I've been watching Dave down in the on the other end of the world, and Queensland, I believe, is where he's located, Australia, and he keeps his a little shorter. See, I'm already 6 minutes, and I didn't even try. Anyway, this is Odd Job signing off from the back 40. Hope your Saturday is a good one. Adios, and rat on.